Level 1. The envelope. Someone slides an envelope under your door. No name on the front. Inside, a USB drive, a burner phone, and $5,000 in cash. That's it. No instructions, no sender, no explanation. Except one text on the burner. 3 words. Delete the photos. You don't ask where they came from. You don't ask who's in them. You just open your laptop, plug in the drive, and get to work. This is how it starts. Not with a handshake, not with a contract. With a test, and you pass it in under 4 hours. The photos are gone. Every copy, every backup, every metadata trail scrubbed clean. 2 days later, a new envelope. $8,000 this time. No note. You already know what it means. They liked what you saw. Level 2, the referral. You get a call from a number you don't recognize. The voice is calm, measured, almost bored. A mutual friend says you're careful. Careful. That's what they call it in this world. Not talented, not skilled. Careful, because in this business, careless people disappear. And not in the way they help other people disappear. The job is simple on the surface. A hedge fund manager in Greenwich, Connecticut. He had a life before the money, before the wife, before the board seat. That life needs to stop existing. Old university records, a previous marriage, an arrest that was expunged but never truly gone. You fly to 3 different cities in 1 week. You sit in public records offices with fake credentials. You make calls pretending to be a clerk, a lawyer, a researcher. Piece by piece, you pull the thread, and the man's past quietly unravels, replaced by something cleaner, something that never happened. You make $40,000 for 10 days of work. You don't celebrate. You already know this is only the beginning. Level 3, the network. You're not working alone anymore. They connect you to others. A forger in Lisbon who can produce documents that fool government databases. A fixer in Dubai who handles the physical side. The apartments that need to be emptied. The people who need to be relocated. The witnesses who suddenly need a reason to forget. You don't know their real names. They don't know yours. You communicate through an encrypted platform that deletes every message after 60 seconds. You all work for the same clients, but you never meet. This is by design. If one of you falls, the chain breaks there. The clients are insulated. You are not. But the money makes that feel distant. $80,000, $120,000, $200,000 on a single job. A Russian oligarch's son needs a new identity after a scandal in London. A senator's brother needs his business history buried before an investigation begins. A tech CEO needs his name removed from a lawsuit settlement that was supposed to be sealed. You don't ask why, you just erase. Level 4, the protocol. By now you have rules. Never store anything on a connected device. Never meet a client directly. Never use the same method twice. Never erase someone completely. That creates a ghost, and ghosts attract attention. You leave enough behind to satisfy a casual search, just enough to make them look boring. A LinkedIn profile with a steady career. A few old Facebook posts from 10 years ago. A mortgage in a quiet suburb. A digital person that no one would look twice at. But underneath that shell, nothing. A hollow name attached to someone else's money and someone else's past. You've gotten good at building the shells. So good that a law firm in Zurich starts routing clients to you exclusively. Not criminals, they assure you. High net worth individuals managing their legacy. That's what they call it. Legacy management. You let yourself believe it. For a while. Level 5, the wait. Then, one night, you're erasing a woman's identity. Mid-30s, 2 kids, originally from Sao Paulo. You assume she's a client, someone reinventing herself. You build the shell. You strip the past. You do the work. 3 weeks later, you see a news story. A woman matching her description was reported missing by her family in Brazil. Her children are looking for her. Her mother is on camera, crying. You sit very still for a long time. You tell yourself it's a coincidence, but you know it's not. You realize, for the first time, truly realize, that you never actually know what happens after the erasure. You only know the before. You never see the after. And some of the people you've erased from history, maybe they didn't want to disappear. Maybe someone else made that decision for them. You close the laptop, you don't sleep that night or the next. Level 6, the leverage. You try to pull back. You stop answering the burner phones. You let a job go unfinished. 2 days later, a package arrives. Inside, photographs of you outside your apartment, in a coffee shop, visiting your sister in Portland. No message, no threat, just the photos, because the threat is the photos. You understand now what you've understood somewhere deep down for a long time. You're not a contractor. You're not a service provider. You're a liability. And the only reason you're still useful, still safe, is because you're still compliant. The moment that changes, someone will do to you what you've done to others. You'll be erased. Quietly, completely, professionally, you go back to work. Level 7, the architecture. At this level, it's not individual jobs anymore. It's infrastructure. You're building systems, automated processes that scrub data continuously. Monitoring tools that alert clients the moment their name appears somewhere it shouldn't. A team, people you've recruited and trained yourself, handling the lower level work. You're the architect now, the fixer of fixers. You have more money than you know what to do with. 3 properties you don't live in. Accounts in jurisdictions that don't talk to each other. A life that, on paper, is spotlessly boring. You've become the thing you build for others. A shell. Level 8, the fracture. It's not one moment that breaks you. It's accumulation. A former client turns up dead, ruled a suicide. But you knew his file. You knew what he knew. And you know what real suicides look like versus a cleanup. A journalist you've never met starts asking questions near your edges. Not about you, but close. Too close. One of your team members panics and reaches out to law enforcement. You find out before the meeting happens, but you find out because they told you. The clients. Which means the clients have been watching your team all along. Which means they've been watching you all along. Every move. Every precaution, every rule you thought protected you. They knew. They always knew. You were never in control. You were a tool. And tools get replaced when they become inconvenient. Level 9, the erase. You have 72 hours. You know this without being told. The signs are there. The delayed responses, the new handlers, the sudden silence from clients who used to contact you daily. You've seen this pattern. You've been part of this pattern. You're on the other side of it now. So, you do what you know how to do. You vanish. New name, new face, different enough, new country. You erase yourself. It's almost elegant. The identity eraser, erasing his own identity. You board a flight to a city no one who knows you has ever heard you mention. You sit by the window. You look out at the lights below, and you wonder, briefly, how many of those lights are people, and how many are shells. Final level, the cycle. 6 months later, a new city, new name, quiet life, then an envelope. No name on the front. Inside, a USB drive, a burner phone, and $5,000 in cash. One text on the burner. Delete the photos. You sit there for a long time. You think about the woman from Sao Paulo. You think about the photographs of yourself. You think about the man who might have been suicided. You think about all of it. Then you open your laptop and you get to work. Because this is the thing no one tells you about this world. There is no leaving. There is only the illusion of leaving. And the illusion is just another identity that someone else built for you. You were never the eraser. You were always the one being erased.